Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about some Daredevil comic books that I read recently. And I haven't actually read any of Daredevil books before, but this was my first time. And this is the first book that I read, Daredevil Yellow. Most of you must be very familiar with it. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale teamed up to produce some color-coded superhero books one after another, like Spider-Man Blue, Hulk Grey, Captain America White. I think I'm not sure about the namings, but this was one of them, Daredevil Yellow. And before, I haven't actually read any Daredevil, but I read recently so that I might find out that if I actually like this character or not, if it's a hit or miss. And frankly, so far it has been a miss. Sorry to disappoint most of you, but yeah, Jeff Loeb himself rewrote the origin story for Daredevil, giving him a yellow suit, and I didn't fancy the color. Yeah, and this was this was nothing groundbreaking. Mostly the relationship between Matt Murdock and Karen Page. Leland Ousley made a great impact as a villain in the story. So yeah, I thought it would be something great, but it came out to be very plain, just a love letter to the superhero, nothing more than that. I read some of the Marvel Knights Daredevil comic books, and these were a bit better, not great. I read Ultimate Daredevil and Elektra, the hot and beautiful and talented, and whew, this one was a bit better. Frankly, this felt like rewatching the season 1, and this one was like season 2 of the Daredevil TV series, which is a great hit, I must say. It was I am liking the TV series much more than I'm liking the comic books. And yeah, this has two stories basically. The first one is about the chemistry between Elektra Natchios and Matt Murdock, how they met and why they separated. And the second story is between Punisher, Daredevil, and Spider-Man. If you remove Spider-Man, you get Punisher and Daredevil, and that's basically the season 2. And this story was, wow, good. It had a funny ending. And these are the Gotham prints. Gotham's, you must be familiar with them if you are from India or Singapore, because they almost printed every Marvel or DC titles which were being printed at that time, and they made it more affordable for the people here. And the last book I read was What If Karen Page Had Lived. It is by Brian Michael Bendis, so I had a lot of hope for this book. And after reading this book of this What If series, I really felt Karen Page shouldn't have lived, like the actual storyline, because this was more about emotion. And as I said, whenever you read something of a great writer or anything, you just expect something more, and when it turns out to be nothing great, you are just disappointed. Yeah, it was a bit of a disappointment. Nonetheless, it was not very bad, not terrible, but as I said, nothing groundbreaking. So yeah, that's the Daredevil thing. And I also have read these 3 books recently. Hulk the End. He deserves another video, because this is nothing small. This is epic, simply epic. I read a Black Panther story. After looking at the artwork, you might find it familiar, because this was a big thing when it was released, and I totally despised the story. The artwork was good, I didn't like the story. Sorry to disappoint you all. Don't press the dislike button, please. And it had a bonus Captain America story, which I liked very much. Captain America Heart. It was emotional, but it had some action, and I loved this story one. Story-wise, it was a great one. Patriotism and all. And I read another of the Hulk's books. It was a fight between Hulk and Creel, basically the absorbing man, who was mentally hacking around people's minds, psychic abilities, huge fights, and a bad story. Yeah, disappointments after disappointments this week. And it had a bonus story, I think. Yeah, this one of the first few stories of Hulk. And I think it has the introduction of Hammer and Anvil, the two brother-like people tied with each other by a chain. Did I get their name right? Hammer and Anvil, yeah. This had a mystic, not mystic, what can I say? A mystery man, you may say, yeah. And his job was just to create mystery. That's all. So yeah, even this story was a miss for me. I must say this week has been terrible for me, terrible. So I hope your week goes better, and I hope my review thing helped you. And please just let me know which Daredevil book I should read next, so that I might actually start liking this character and the story and all, because yeah, sadly Stanley is no more with us. Stanley has departed at the age of 95. So that was a shock to all us comic book fans. No matter you are a DC fanboy or Marvel fanboy, you have came across Stanley's works, I must say, and you cannot just hate that guy. He was a legend. He's immortal. So yeah, with that being said, I want to end my video right here. Please let me know in the comment section which Daredevil book I should read next. So yeah, bye friends, have a good day.